Hi, I'm Claire Barnett, the Executive Director of UN Women UK. UN Women is the global champion for gender equality and the elimination of violence against women and girls. We've been around for 10 years now, and our global mission is to make sure that every woman and girl worldwide has access to safety, choice and a voice. Safety, meaning freedom from violence and harassment of all kinds, choice over her work, equal pay for the work she does, and reproductive rights, and a voice in society as a leader, as well as a service user. And women's leadership is the theme for International Women's Day this year, and of course we'll be celebrating that throughout the month of March. Over the 10 years that UN Women has been in existence, we've been running a flagship programme called Safe Cities and Safe Public Spaces. And this is all about transforming urban areas and beyond to make them safer for women and girls, not only to address violence when it happens, but to prevent it in the future. And the reason that we convene organisations, governments, communities and individuals to do this work is that we are uniquely placed to work at every level of society to achieve that change. We work through grassroots programmes, delivering support to the most vulnerable women and girls worldwide, from educational programmes with girls through sport to upskilling women in refugee camps to help them access trades. We work with governments to help embed that change into legislation and policy, creating long-term shifts. But we're the only UN agency who also has a third part to our mandate, which is about activism and normative change. So I'm delighted to be joining you today to talk about how we can all do more to make that change happen. Throughout the 10 years of Safe Cities and Safe Public Spaces, the absolute key to this programme has been that it is always incredibly locally owned. So we always start with a data gathering phase that is about working out exactly where the issues lie in every individual region and space. And then based on that data, we design bespoke solutions together with partners across all sectors, from corporate to public sector, to make sure that we're addressing the issues that the data throws up. And technology is often a huge part of that. So we've done everything from using tech to train bus drivers and respond to issues when they happen, to create smarter cities and innovate for more long-term change. I'm sure that many of you in the room today, or in the virtual room, are working in that space to use technology to create long-lasting social change. So we're really pleased that you're working on this. And of course, Safe in the Cities work is a great example of that. I'm very pleased to be joining them for that milestone today. So as you probably know, the coronavirus crisis has had really deep-seated effects on women's rights, and we are yet to see the full impact of the crisis. So that ranges from seeing rises in reports of domestic abuse due to the extended lockdowns, to women being often the first to lose their jobs and be furloughed, to women already shouldering the vast majority of caring responsibilities. And we're seeing evidence every day now that indicates that those responsibilities have increased for mothers in particular. But there are also many effects that we're yet to fully see, and those include the increased threat of sexual harassment in public spaces and sexual exploitation, which we often see during crises of all kinds, from diseases and pandemics to any threat that puts strain on households and communities. Women are often the first to suffer, from being survivors of violence to being more likely to experience food poverty as women and children. And we know that every new crisis that comes along, from safety issues and pandemics and health issues through to climate change, will have unique effects on the lives of women and children. Women and children are still 14 times more likely to die in a disaster than men. And there's a number of reasons for that, but we are seeing hope. So women-led countries experienced 6 times fewer deaths from the pandemic last year. And we think that inclusive leadership is going to be absolutely key to solving some of these very difficult societal issues. So we are really glad that you're joining Safe in the City today to do just that. So we think that we're looking at a unique moment in history. Hopefully, we will never again all have to exit public space at the same time and have an opportunity to return to that from an extended period of lockdown. And while that's been a strain for many, it's also an incredible opportunity. We have the real opportunity to redefine not only how spaces are constructed, but how they're used and the behaviour within them. So my message to you all today in this Women's History Month would be to be cognizant and very conscious of this unique moment in history. and absolutely make the most of it as your organisations, as individuals, and really think, how can I take action to grasp that unique moment with both hands and do absolutely everything that we can to make change happen at the moment that we return to public space. So with that, I'd like to say thank you for having me. If you're not already part of the UN Women family, please do visit our website at unwomenuk.org and join in with this programme and more. And congratulations to all of you on what I'm sure will be some fascinating discussions with Safe in the City today. Thank you very much.